Yeah, it's pretty decent. This attack is a bit too slow to be useful. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, I don't think many bosses will have a chance against me. Right? It's not that good. But it's not the worst. I was watching some Overlord clips yesterday. For whatever reason, this track reminds me of like the main theme. There we go. That's why it's called Gaping Dragon. Oh shit. Ah. Managing a server is like, ugh. I did at one point with like a buddy. But that was a pain in the ass, especially when it got... Like the second it got a little bit popular, the amount of people that came in to just spam pornography was outrageous. And not even, you know, normal stuff. So that I can delegate it to somebody else. Oh, fuck off. My favorite FromSoft game? This one. The first one is just... It's incomparable. It honestly is. There's like... They tried a lot of cool stuff with Dark Souls 2. They kind of perfected the gameplay in 3 and Bloodborne. But they never got... They never recaptured the connectivity of the world as they did in the first one. And the worst one I would say, personally, is... It's like hard to say if it's the worst one. It's either Enchanted Arms, like the ones I played so far, or the first Kingsfield. Maybe Sekiro as well is like very low on my list. I hated Sekiro. Oh, come on. That's not a good first showing. Man, I thought, you know, out of all the bosses, why has the fastest, the most aggressive one, like 3 or 4 health bars? Like, that was just ridiculous. Okay, that's much better. That's how you beat this boss normally. Sort of a mix between... Elden Ring is a mix between Sekiro and Dark Souls. I mean, I've seen Sekiro and it seems funner to me, right? It still seems to have more of the Souls route than Sekiro did. Like, I think calling Sekiro a Souls-like is very disingenuous. Fucking magician. I mean, the only thing that I'm really scared about when it comes to Elden Ring is how potentially repetitive it is. I've heard from some people it's like not that bad if you just focus on the main story. But I've also heard that the dungeons can be very, very repetitive. Yeah, it really is not a Souls. Like, the thing is, I would just call it an action RPG. Which is like a bit difficult and whatnot, right? It's like when people call something like Ninja Gaiden or whatnot a Souls-like. It's like... Yeah, not really. Ah, finally. That took way longer than it should have. Which is a bit of a shame how they got rid of it in the later games. Fuck off. Today is one of these runs that starts off with me being a bit of an idiot. So I thought it's gonna be like, yo, they finally announced it. See you in a year or so, maybe. If even. No, it's, I think, 11 days. Oh, don't do that to me. There we go. But maybe we'll see. Maybe it's gonna be a very cool game and it's worth buying the Switch for, at least used. And maybe they finally will drop the price by then. Oh, hell yeah, he gets stunned. That's like, usually this guy does fire attacks, so why doesn't he? Yeah, the heavy attack with the sword is absolute ass. In that case, I will be using the regular attack more often. And when you buy Dark Souls 3, what I did, and what I can recommend sometimes, is to check physical versions. Because I bought Dark Souls 3 physically, and it's just a CD that comes with a Steam code, so you get it for Steam. But I bought it for like $10, I think, like, and that was, at the time, like the entire thing, the Game of the Year version, with the DLC. And if I remember correctly, that was, at the time, still $5 cheaper than the lowest sale price it ever went on. So if you can't find a copy, you might be able to get a good deal if you haven't already bought it. So far, the only thing I'm really not liking about this weapon is the speed. But you know, we all know how slow Gwyn is, so... Yeah, which is sad. But the thing is, with the physical version for PC is just a code in a box, basically. There we go. I said this before, I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo, once they get to the Switch free, just do subscription-based games only. Oh, you want to play Mario Kart 10? Well, that's $8 a month to play it. Or you can just buy our super cool, handy-dandy subscription bundle, which is like $100 a month, and you get access to all the games. But he's very, very weak, as you might be able to see very soon. He does a little fun jump here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, come on. 6. And then he falls down. Goodbye. Welcome, Dusk. Dusky. Yeah, new game plus 19. Of course, the game stops counting at plus 6. Would I consider Dark Souls one of my favorite Souls, or is it just a sort of series where you go through all the Dark Souls games with the same mission? Dark Souls 1 is, with a big gap, my absolute favorite Souls game. I mean, I haven't played Sekiro so far, so... This might change... not Sekiro, Elden Ring. So it might change with that. I doubt it. But yeah, so far, it's my favorite game. And I probably won't be doing that with the other Dark Souls games. Especially since, you know... Especially Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls, I'm really not too fond of them. For like multiple playthroughs. Like 3 I could maybe see at most. But that's about it. But you know, unless I do full-time streaming, I probably won't be done with this for the next 2 or 3 years. I can guarantee you that much. So I probably won't make it my life's mission to play all of the Souls games this way. Because that will easily take like 2 to 3 decades. Yeah, it's one of the more boring bosses. And later on it just becomes like a regular enemy as well. And it's especially boring since, you know, you cannot attack him. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Managed to one-cycle him. Just barely. And when they die too often, they become hollow, but there are still a lot of humans around, actually. But just not in this land here, in Lordran. As an example, the Onion Knight. He's like coming from like the land of Katarina. And Shiva, like, comes from the east, probably Japan. Or this version of Japan, the Souls world. Which is the world of Sekiro. Not really. It would be fun to imagine. Come on, Dora. Sif! I know you want to please your master. But that won't work with me. Good night. Don't you know the rules? Fuck. The head was clearly sticking in the floor, right? I would say 4 kings. If you go with base game, 4 kings is probably the best boss. Like, I don't like how cheap the boss is to some degree. But when we talk base game, it's just such a big hurdle. It's like... It's actually, you know, this big trophy boss almost. Which makes it a really interesting one. Yeah, I feel like just making these huge changes, especially like the Studio Bluepoint or whatever they were called, I feel like people would have been mad regardless if they added it. Like, don't vandalize my sacred game, right? People would always find something to be mad about. I heard one thing they did apparently though is they tried to preserve as many of the bugs as possible, which, if true, that's cool. I think a lot of remakes should do that, at least to some degree. Or some of the more prolific ones, at least. Could I check the Hydro clip? Sure. Just a second. He didn't fall down, but... Okay. Delayed death. Nice. Because other than that, there's really nothing more you can do. Maybe a little bit more health. What is happening? Basically, I'm in a state of being dead and not dead at the same time. And now the game doesn't load certain things like gates. So what I can do is run all the way over here through this gate. Quit out so I don't die. And bam. I skipped the archers. And now I can go straight to Ornstein and Smough. That's one of my favorite glitches in the game. The whole death cam thing. He's dancing around again. What the fuck just happened? Did both of them hit me at the same time? Yeah. Yeah, that fight was also pretty cool. Of course, a bit weird when you technically can't summon like a bunch of other enemies. Oh, that almost hit me. It's always cool when you can stun the enemies. Ah. Okay. Let me reposition myself. There we go. Like, it has its charms, Dark Souls 2. But I never... Like, here's the thing, there's like one very specific spot in Dark Souls 2 that I always quit at. It's right after you beat the chariot. At that point, I always forget where the fuck you have to go. And I lose interest. And Dark Souls 3, I never really attempted to play it again after the first like 1 or 2 playthroughs. Like it's a cool game. It has one of the best reactions to a boss that I've ever seen. Stefan! Such a good video. But other than that, it's just never... It never captured me in the same way. Yeah, when you can like to say get their AI to not completely activate when you do a certain glitch. So you can kind of run up to them and hit them, but they will activate with time. So they're not fully immune to it. Thanks for stopping by, Dusky. It was certainly fun. Oh, come on. There we go. Smo out. And I got... Oh, fuck off. I hate how the menuing... What's going on? Ah. I was like, what? No, what? Huh? Ah! Oh my god. Help! Oh my god. I accidentally switched the direction of the stick. But it is not healthy. Which, you know... How many people are healthy these days? I say as I take a swig of my Monster energy drinks with chemicals that I can't even pronounce in it. Like I know these kids that played like Minecraft PvP with the swords where it used to be you were better the faster you clicked. Whoever could click faster was better in PvP. That was kind of like the Minecraft meta. I know they start to have like some problems. It's like when you have carpal tunnel. When you use a mouse badly every day. Ah, that sucks. It could also be me if it's the stream that lags. Because I did have problems earlier with my cat pulling out the cable. So it could also be on my end. If it is, I hope it resolves itself soon. And if it isn't, I hope also it resolves itself soon. Come on. I mean, you know, the privilege goes to the winner, I would say. And that is me, as you can clearly see. I'm the one who wants to destroy the crystals. Quickly. Yeah. The fact that the other one came in, I wasn't able to dodge this successfully. I mean, the thing is, one of the reasons I think they did a lot of cool things is because Miyazaki wasn't around. I think that's allowed the team to really test some cool shit out once in a while. But he almost didn't want them to do that. I hope if they ever make like a new Souls game, like besides the Switch one, that's gonna be like Dark Souls 2 with cool shit in it, but actually a really good game this time around. Okay, this is much better pattern. Dark Souls 2.2. I mean, I can't judge it yet, since I haven't played it yet. But that sounds interesting. But they still haven't brought back the power stancing, didn't they? Like, I've managed to pretty much avoid spoilers almost entirely. Like, I got spoiled for the final boss, of course, because why wouldn't you? There's one thing people love to spoil you, it's always the final boss. You never hear about the small in-between ones that are cool, you always hear about the last one. Huh? It was kind of my own fault, right? I was like watching like Germa clips. Sometimes I just do that. And of course there are Elden Ring clips in there and bam, get spoiled. Fuck you. Right, you say that. 3 hours is still kind of short though. There are people out there that... I don't know how they do it. They do like 12-hour streams daily. Like, even if this was my job, even if I made money of this, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do 10, 12-hour stream every day. I would be so completely floored by the time I reach day 3. Like, I would consider 6 to 8 hours a long stream. 3 to 4 is like a medium stream, and like 1 to 2 is like a short stream. But the people that do double digits, unbelievable in my opinion. 2 hour what the fuck? I got stuck on his tail. Too bad I don't have a bicycle. Yeah. Oh, I have a little bit fun story about that. I was like visiting my mom, speaking of... Oh shit. And I was like, okay, you know, I still have my old bicycle at her place. Maybe I can use that to shorten my traveling time and whatnot. And then... I told her, like she says, oh yeah, you still have your bicycle downstairs. It's like... there. I was like, okay, let me go check it out. It was rusted completely and grown into a plant entirely. I couldn't get it out. And when I tried to like at least see if the wheels still turn, the chain just disintegrated. That thing was out in the wild for like years. So I was like, yeah, apparently I will not be biking to work. Tried making a monk trip, but really it wasn't that fun. I mean, I'm also sometimes just pretty dense when it comes to chokes. Dense like a rock. Lore accurate, you could say. I just realized I didn't do the straight even yet. Like looking in the mirror. That's the biggest stroke of them all. You know, I thought if I ever need art tags, if for some reason somebody wants to make not safe for work art, you could just say hashtag rock hard. With a T instead of a D. Even though the D is included, let's be honest here. What the fuck are you doing? I saw that you wrote something. Oh. So we could go decide to leave all of her friends except one because of her. What? Let me maybe not skim it. Oh, there we go. Girl A is scared because Girl B would do something drastic. As in, Girl B would do something drastic to herself, or like she would reveal something. Like, because if it's to yourself, like, you know, I get you don't want to get people to yourself, okay. Like, I get that, but usually that's like gaslighting 101. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, if you don't do what I want, I'm gonna drive down the road and not across it. I thankfully don't have any people in my group of friends that would do something like that. Or usually if they would bait, I would just tell them to actually do it. I get seeing attention, why bring someone else to the pit with you? I mean, you know, it feels less bad when you drag others with you down. At least you're not lonely in being the only one that's at the rock bottom. Both angry and bad for girl A. Yeah, I mean, you can also pity her, but it's like, it's kind of her own fault, I would say. Isn't there like a saying, choose your friends? Be careful who your enemy is, but be more careful who your friends are, or something like that. I'm sure you're low. Oh, that's not a good one. But in the moment, it does feel good. I mean, let's go down together into hell, seeking revenge for the piteous things. Is that a German wisdom? I don't know. I don't think it's that was the actual saying, but I know there's something like that. Like, I know there's keep your enemies close, but keep your friends close. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies close. There was one, but I remember there was also one about, you know, choosing your friends more carefully than your enemies. Something like that. I mean, there are a lot of saying about friends and enemies, I would say. What I'm trying to say here is, be careful who your friends are, because they are not always trying to be friendly. My favorite quote. An idiot admires complexity, and a genius admires simplicity. By Terry A. Davis. 100%. Which is sad. Wait a second. I love you don't have to live life on negative parts, no matter how bad they are, as they're just thoughts. By The Odd Ones Out. Oh man, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I mean, it's nice. I'm personally just not one of these ones that are like so heartfelt, you know. I prefer the stuff that's more aligned with my belief, no, not beliefs, like with my life. Oh. I mean, there's always the funny one. To know who rules you, see who you can't criticize, or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, the cancer patients. Those darn people. Yeah, there we go. That was simple enough. That's what I'm saying. It is a tool and should be used like one. Right? It's like a hammer. Sure, you can open a can of beans with a hammer, but you shouldn't. Or you shouldn't expect your hammer to automatically build your house. Like some people do with AI. But when you use it the way it's supposed to be to use, then it's perfectly fine in my opinion. Like some people hate it, like regardless. Like when I got like my background done and whatnot, some of the artists I contact with like reference, I'm like, hey, I've AI generated a few things here that kinda approximate what I want. They didn't even want to accept the commission because I gave them like AI references. It's like, come on. Even in art, people don't realize that asking AI to draw something is good if you need reference. Yeah, like right when it like came out, there was one guy who basically said, I'm using AI to see if the color kind of works out. To get like to do like very quick iterative color matching, right? And for that it's really good. Like in the same time it sometimes takes me to look something up, like okay, how do I do this in SQL or whatnot? I can just tell AI to do the entire query for me. Because why not? But people who use it as a crutch, that's something that will probably not go away and become a big problem over time. Hell yeah. Let me quickly finish this boss before I read. Ah, that was a quick one. We will have a battle between people with AI partners and people who use the word flanker. I mean, there are already people who are like very dependent on AI partners, which kind of scary. Oh, come on. I actually pressed the button. Why didn't you work, game? Then actually fear fighting him. Nido? No. Nido is easy. I'm talking about the true hardest boss in the entire Soul series. That's right, Pinwheel. The one and only. The destroyer of hundreds of runs. Even speedrunners and pros tremble at him. Okay. If one other would have fired a fireball, I would have actually died. Alright. Right, yeah, it is free, right, isn't it? Kind of like weirdly stitched together. Oh! Fuck! I thought maybe I could do it. Ah. Okay. Oh, really? Wait, can you... Yeah. Yeah, milk for his bones. All that calcium. Fucking hell. I don't even know what... Oh, fuck off. Yeah, I'm dying. Ah. I hate these skeletons so much. Man, what a guy. Oh yeah, let's just do a musical that plays like in one theater and that's it. If you missed it, you missed a critical piece of lore. That's sad, but replaying the game, I've noticed so many things. I mean, that's always how it is, isn't it? Also with like movies and such. I just never felt like replaying it too much. As I said, every time I tried, I gave up when I reached the chariot boss. Okay, let's go. This is a try. I'm feeling good about this one. Oh, did I really just miss? If I die now, I'm gonna scream. Oh. Don't worry. You can put the headphones back on. I'm not gonna scream. I am gonna stream, but not scream. So it actually is a little bit of a... What? I was like stun locked there. Huh. There we go. I mean, I still remember how much I struggled against all the DLC bosses in the Straits Hotel run. And funny enough, I recently just did another one. Just out of... for the fuck of it. Not that hard. Took me like 4 hours. It's actually insane how I actually improved. Like, I improved a lot since starting this project. Oh, come on. Sometimes he gets stunned. Ugh. Don't fly away. There we go. When are you going to do beating the game blind challenge? Never. Well, that was a bit embarrassing. Okay, Artorias. Let's see how you will perform. I hope. At least a little bit. He bitch slapped me. Come on, little boy. Okay, so far so good. For John Cena? Nah, this is basically Artorias versus Gwyn. At least a cosplay of what Gwyn could be. Oh, come on. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty easy version of the fight. The amount of damage I deal with the sword is pretty decent. I've definitely had harder fights. There we go. Well, I'm a menace to madness, that's for sure. After I'm done with him, he's gonna be womanus. Because he will be cut shorter by a little bit. I think that's kind of hilarious. Okay, that damage is pretty decent. Ah. Ah, that was greedy. Greed is always what kills. Honestly, I feel like, once again, going back to Dark Souls 2, I would find it pretty cool if they scatter around a lot of enemies in the New Game Plus areas. Yeah, when you are in New Game Plus, like add more enemies and whatnot. Which is something they never did. Like, you have graveyarding, but it's not the same. It would really be cool if they have like a lot of new enemies everywhere. It would make New Game Plus so much more interesting. Than just straight up, you know, let's give all the enemies a bit more damage. And more health and more defense. Maybe not archers. Oh, these... The archers in Honor Londo are enough for me. Many more little events, yeah. That's like that's one of these cool things they did in Dark Souls 2 that they never repeated anymore. It's like actually cool New Game Plus stuff. Like many games don't do any cool things in New Game Plus, sadly. I don't remember the last New Game Plus game I played. A game that had a New Game Plus where it actually thought, you know, let's fucking do this, because I take over my progress and everybody's just a little bit stronger. Cool. Anyways, first try. As I said, Mr. Dark Souls Pro over here. As always. I just cannot get it leveled anymore. So I want to buy a new one for quite a while now. But I also don't want to spend like 400 bucks. Because I'm cheap like that. But yeah, this damage... Not bad. Come on. Yeah, I wasn't... Like, fighting in this small area. Shit. If I remember correctly, that one-shots me. What the fuck? Oh. So, cat kind of tried to rip something out behind me. Okay, try number 2. Hey, can you not... It won't be long, little boy. Just stay down there for now. Usually it's the girl that is a bit more annoying. But she seems to be sleeping right now, so that's good. Okay, Calamite. Buddy. I mean, that was also my fault that I ran into his eye. Could have been a bit more predictable that he was gonna do that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I feel like even though the arena is huge, it's just not designed for this arena. I don't know what they were thinking with him. Like, he's actually too big even for this huge-ass place. It is ridiculous. Usually I try to dodge through these flames. Or like at the beginning I did, but by now it's just a bit too risky for me. Don't step on the keyboard, please. Okay, good. Oh, he's nice this time around. Not even a single glow eye attack so far. And 3 flame attacks instead. I mean, come on, dude. At this point, he just wants to die. Yeah, I need to take this opportunity to heal. Again? Yeah, he really doesn't want to live, doesn't he? Good night. See you next run, Calamite. Until then, sleep tight. I should also get rid of some of the rings that he dropped. I have like 5 or 10 of them right now. Like, I can actually sell them to Framp, but I always get rid of them before I can sell stuff to him. That he's like up there or something, or like in the wall. Because he doesn't like fall down and die, right? Like, you don't get any souls. So I don't know exactly what happens to him, but he... Or if he like really like despawns. Please don't. Yeah, it's a bit hard when your cat tries to knock everything over. Give me a second. Can you be nice? I want you to have a bit dirty on your eye. Let me get that for you. There. Can you hear him if I hold him out to the mic? Okay, go in. I didn't see that one coming now, did you? Old man, just go back to sleep and sip on some jello. Just because I have your sword doesn't mean you should grab me. Like, imagine somebody comes in and he basically wears the same clothes as you, has the same sword as you. The only thing he's missing is the crown. You would feel absolutely weird. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this weirdo? Yeah, killing you normally feels better. Don't worry, I'm your biggest fan, and that is why I'm gonna continue the fire. Okay, let's see, what's the next weapon gonna be? The vertical stream, it's not gonna show up because I don't want to mess around too much with it. That looks like a crossbow. Oh, no! Oh, cool! Okay. I just want to say, wanted to say last run already, like maybe I should just skip the wheel one time and do a whip already. But yeah, cool. Cool. That's the whip from the Sanctuary Guardian.